41 million young Americans between the ages of 18 and 27 will be eligible to vote this November. Analysts say they could make a difference in the presidential election, not because of their age, but because of who they are.
The younger part of the population is going to become much more racially diverse than that older baby boomer population.
So nearly half of these, Gen Z youth are young people of color. About a fifth of them identify as LGBTQ in some way. We're talking about a really diverse generation, not just in terms of their identities, but in terms of their backgrounds and experiences and views.
Historically, young people vote at a lower rate than older adults. But this young generation is showing itself to be more politically active than other generations were at this age.
So one of the big stories in recent election cycles has actually been a big increase in youth voter turnout among youth. We estimate that 39% of them voted in 2016 and 50% in 2020.
When it comes to the midterm congressional elections, contests when the presidency is not up for grabs, today's young people were more active than previous generations during the first midterms they could vote in. The 2022 election was the first midterm where Gen Z made up the entire 18 to 24 age range. More than 28% of them voted that year. That's a higher turnout rate than the millennials, Gen Xers, and baby boomers, the generations that came before them at that same age. 28% of eligible young voters voted in 2018. That was more than double the youth turnout during the 2014 midterms, which was 13% for people aged 18 to 29. 23% turned out in 2022. Medina says young voters are motivated by issues that touch them directly, like school shootings and the economy.
And we're really talking about a generation of young people that has embraced their power, their desire to make change, and has been making good on that, both at the ballot box and beyond.
In the 2022 midterms, young people overall voted for Democratic candidates more than Republicans, but young women voted for Democrats at a higher rate than young men.
And if Kamala Harris can get them out to vote, they're probably going to vote more strongly for her than might have been the case for Joe Biden.
Analysts say that without the youth vote, Republicans might have swept the 2022 midterms. Looking ahead to the 2024 presidential election, recent polls suggest Vice President Kamala Harris leads former President Donald Trump among the youngest voters.